Aquarius, welcome to your bonus in-depth reading. That is Celtic Cross. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. Like always with Celtic Cross, as with any tarot reading, take what resonates, leave it does not. And if a second energy pops up on your board today, then you reverse those energies as you see fit. But yeah, let's get cracking. There's a lot to cover in Celtic Cross, yeah? What's up? Show me, Aquarius. What's going on? Okay. Present position, Page of Wands, crossing, King of Pentacles, crowning you, Six of Wands, past, the Ace of Wands. Ooh, feeling a little fiery, eh? All right. Let's see where that goes. Ten of Wands is exiting, which is good. One moment, please. My hair just gets everywhere. Before you, the star, you, darling. Lovely. Looking fantastic. Strengths, Page of Pentacles. Environment, Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Hopes and fears, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Outcome is the Two of Wands. You'll get there. This is great. This is a great reading. This is a great baseline. Hopefully you can see that for yourself. Now I'll clarify and I'll see the if, ands, or whatnots and the what have yous of human nature. Okay, fine. But overall, this is absolutely fantastic. Page of Wands on your opening. Little guy, right? Doesn't tell me too much. A little bit of curiosity there. A little bit of hope. A little bit of interest. A little bit, what's up with that? King of Pentacles is crossing. We haven't invested in this feeling yet. This action, this thought, this feeling. But you're contemplating it very seriously. Very seriously. You're so close to making a decision. Crowning you, Six of Wands. Yeah, you're leaning into this decision, this feeling, or this investment. There's a sense of triumph there. It's like, man, this could be good. I feel I could have success in this. Past, and that's looking like recent past to me, is the Ace of Wands. Yeah, something got your attention. Something in the past got your attention. Once more, I'm calling that recent past at this point. Because the energy is so, well, present. It's cooking with you now, okay? But this got you excited. You're thinking about it nonstop. You're feeling about it nonstop. Ten of Wands on the exit. Good. Good. There's a sense of heaviness and or exhaustion that's leaving you, okay? Good. So that's what we call a positive turnaround, where perhaps your energy has been feeling heavy, okay? Exhausted, tired, weighed down. You have something in your world, in your realm, that you could say yes to, and it lightens you considerably. So the time of heaviness and burden and hardship and exhaustion, perhaps overworking, okay, that's starting to exit. And something here could lighten you considerably. You're on the bridge, the star. Yeah, I think you're going to do it. But it speaks to you. It's interesting, and I was already say, I am seeing, of course, more and more energy for the start of the year. So for some of you, your immediate future, okay, could line up more powerfully to your actual timeline of this season. Okay, so at the start of the year. FYI for some of you. Given that is your power card in the future-oriented position, yeah, it could be by your birth season. But you look great. You look fantastic. I would even say you look refreshed, empowered. Okay. All right. Page of Pentacles, strengths. Yeah. The idea of investment's with you. Okay. You're comfortable with it. If I want to start something, I will. I just need to know that it's right for me. That's all. All right. Fair. Ten of Cups in your environment. I love that. So your environment here, Ten of Cups. In your world, you have a large, I believe, inner circle, even if it's not like huge, okay? And for everybody, it's different. Could be a couple of folks, and to you, they're your whole world. And for some of you, large inner circle, like a lot of people, a couple hundred. But the point is, they feel like home to you. So all you're really showing me in your environment is that love and support is there. Family, friends, okay? However you want to do it, spouses, kids, lovers. The thing is when you look out upon the world, they're in your life. And you know they're in your life, and you take comfort in that. It feels good. So there's good quality support in that environment, be it your home, your Ten of Pentacles, whatever. It's good. Excuse me, it's balanced. Ace of Pentacles, hopes and fears. There it is. There it is. Am I going to do this thing? Will I experience triumph? Will victory be mine? Yeah. Given what I've seen here, I can see why that's there. Again, hopes and fears is a guarantee of nothing. It's simply what's going on inside of us. And you hope for that Ace of Pentacles. You hope for that opportunity. You hope for that investment. But yeah, there's a partial admission there. We're afraid it may not happen. Given the Six of Wands is at your crown, it's kind of like saying victory is within reach. But yeah, still, I would call that a reasonable hope and fear. We don't know absolutely, right? But still. Two of Wands in the outcome. I see you making decisions accordingly. It may not seem like much, but it tells me a lot. You're making decisions around this concept, proceeding, okay? Communicating your intents, your actions, your desires here. All right, let's get cracking. Page of Wands. Show me that Page of Wands, please, for Aquarius. Mind you, as we go along, I will clarify most, but perhaps not all. Simply, some of the positions will speak for themselves as we go along, yeah? Let's see what's got your interest, though. Page of Wands. What has got your attention? The Empress, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Interesting positioning there. Very interesting. So we have the Empress, that's kind of like saying VIP in tarot. The Emperor, Empress are. Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Very interesting positioning. Okay. Okay, so you're showing me hope for some sort of relationship here that might just be a solid friendship, or we want to work on the mechanics of a solid relationship with somebody. Okay. All right. Here we're talking about empowerment, someone who's important, okay? Or you hope that they have that role, or they want to take up that role, that designation, particularly since it seems to be at a starting structure, Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands. To be clear, I don't think this is a marriage that's really, really friendly. No, I don't. Because you're showing me so much enthusiasm and hope and building into this. So here I'm seeing Three of Pentacles in its classic position of starting out, building into the structure that you would call a relationship and hoping for the best. Okay. Yeah. You're hoping, you're feeling this could be a good one. This could be a solid investment. No matter what, okay, when you start the process, open up to it, just make sure it's returned to you. That's all. That way you know they're worthy of you. All right. And King of Pentacles, I say, the feeling's there, it's growing. It's growing. But it looks like perhaps we have not invested in it just yet. We are talking about building into our home space, just to be clear. Okay. Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, Ace of Swords. You want to make sure that you're doing a good job of listening to yourself before you proceed. I agree. The High Priestess, Ace of Swords, great combination there. Okay, and that's your master symbol. Ace of Swords. Okay, the High Priestess, excellent combination, like I said, that speak to intelligence as well as the intuitive process. Ideally, those two work together, such as you're showing me here. You want no doubts in your mind. Eight of Swords. Good. Good. Excellent. I'm glad that you are listening to yourself intellectually. Is this where you want to go? Is this what you want to do? Is this who or what you want to invest in? You want no doubts. The King of Pentacles in this position, Eight of Swords, you want no doubts. You don't want to hesitate, right? If it's the right one, if things are weighing up in that direction, you want no doubts to open up, to make a move, get it started. I have Priestess, Ace of Swords. You know what you know, you feel what you feel. Yeah. But there's something here. It's like a Eight of Swords. Yeah, I don't want any doubts. Trying to minimize blind spots. But what you're telling me is that you want to be certain yourself. before you allow yourself to completely open up to this construct, this potential relationship that you wanted to start, okay, with the Three of Pentacles and build upwards and outwards with that person. Okay? Yeah. Alrighty. Six of Wands is at your crown. But I like that. It's a great combination. Intelligence and intuition are not mutually exclusive. Ideally, they work side by side. Too many people get caught up into this idea. It has to be one or the other. No, no, no. We should be using a combination of both. Six of Wands at your crown. Ace of Wands. That's in the Page of Wands. Okay. Back up. Knight of Cups. And just to be fair, I did see the fourth, which is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you want this one real bad. I don't blame you. Goodness me, when did they hit your radar? It looks so recent, but you're taking it seriously. Have we made a move? No. Do you strongly suspect that you could? And that you might even be triumphant? Yeah. I believe so. Okay. There's a certain confidence coming from you. I like that. Okay. But yeah, there's that Ace of Wands again. So we're going to go ahead and skip that one in the past. I'm calling that as a recent flare. As the Ace of Wands, a recent source of, okay, this has got my attention. You got me. I'm interested. I'm hooked. Let's look into this. Let's look at it. And also, again, you're referring back to yourself. Am I ready? I need to know that I'm ready. This could be it. This could be the one. This is my big kahuna, right? This is the big fish. I need to know I'm ready. Because apparently, apparently there will be no expense spared, at least for you energetically. Like you were so involved in this emotionally, sexually, okay? Attraction. But it's authentic, though. It is authentic. You can feel yourself opening up to this. Practically, you have a completely different approach. You want to know that you're ready, practically, mentally, okay? But energetically, you seem to have no doubts at all. Wow, look at you. Look at that. So those Ace of Wands are absolutely playing off each other. Oh, God. Gosh. Ignited. Who is this? Oh, my. I don't mean to turn this into a love reading. It just kind of speaks for itself, okay? But as it resonates, Celtic Cross is not aimed towards love. It's just where this Aquarius is. So once more, it either is or it isn't. One of the benefits, however, to Celtic Cross is that just like the 3-month overview, it can jump around. So you might show me other topics, such as work. And I know that there's a family component there, okay? But for the most part, it's been very concentrated on one core topic. So who lit you, honey? Come on, baby, light my fire. The doors. Yes, indeed, someone lit your fire. But I respect that you haven't moved towards this because you still are asking yourself, am I certain? Am I certain? Am I certain I want to proceed in this way? Okay? All right. Let's say that Ten of Wands is exiting. That sense of heaviness, okay, is ebbing away from you. Where's that coming from? I'm glad it's on the way out, but I'm curious because it seems so open and free, but that wasn't always the case. For many of you, you were quite weighed down for a while. Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Heaviness here. Around the heart space, opening up from a space of independence, which you can do. You're very capable of doing. The last time, Page of Pentacles, we tried to invest in love. It didn't go so well. Okay. You're not showing me too much, but it's like the last time we tried to approach love, practically in real life, it didn't go so well. Okay. And for some of you, perhaps it's in the reverse. I don't know. Perhaps someone tried to open their heart towards you and invest in that connection, and perhaps you were not in a position to take it at the time. There's a heaviness around that subject. But there's a sense of, once upon a time, Queen of Cups, a soft heart was present. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and someone tried to invest independently in love. So it was either you, and you found it to be incredibly heavy and difficult, not easy, not free-flowing at all. Or perhaps someone tried to invest in you emotionally, and still it caused or generated the same effect, heaviness. Okay. Well, you know what you know now. You feel what you feel now. Okay? You're readying yourself now. So I understand. Investments in love are no easy thing. Be it you putting yourself out there to someone else. And I like the way you did it. Honestly, that's beautiful. Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Literally someone who knows their heart quite well. And they speak for themselves. Nine of Pentacles, individual. Okay? So whether that was you, you did it beautifully. Whether you received that, please know it was coming from an authentic space from someone. It's beautiful, love. Simple. And it says, I speak for me. I feel what I feel. Okay? Very strong, independent person there. A strong heart. But this is ebbing away from you. This doesn't weigh on you like it once did. No. Okay. And then the star. You. In the future. And then we will switch decks. What's going on? Okay. Okay. I might reshuffle that. However, Six of Wands, and there's communication, the Moon, Hanged Man. Okay. Okay, never mind. I'll go ahead and keep it. Never mind. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, I did see, to be fair, that this was a possibility further out on your timeline, your season. Okay. The Hanged Man, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Moon. Do you remember that Six of Wands, the confidence in getting this started? There is a delay in return. There's a bit of a waiting period. But you're not rushing it and you're not pushing it. So you did put yourself out there. I believe it was you. But there's a delay on response. I don't know why. Okay? But one is coming. One is coming. And that gives you something to think about. The delay in response. And what does that mean? But there are words there. And it still satisfies you. All right? There's hesitation on that return. I don't know that it's necessarily a bad thing, but it takes a minute to arrive. So whatever this isn't an insta thing, you know? You put yourself out there and someone responds 5 minutes later. I know a lot of people do or die by that, which is unfortunate. But yeah, please know you do get a response. There's a delay, and it gives you something to think about. It might be that someone here is just very, very careful with their words, meaning or intent. Or perhaps, for one reason or another, there was just simply a delay from when they received it. But nonetheless, communication comes through. Perhaps by the lights of the moon in your season. Okay? But that pause gives you pause. Still, that sense of triumph you had, open up to this, express myself to it. It's like I feel pretty good about that. No, you still get that feeling. So I know it's returned to you eventually. That there's hesitation, yeah. It's interesting. It's very specific. We're going to go ahead and switch decks. So, that thing that was so important to you. You do get a response. You do. And what they say and why it took so long to say something. Gives you something to think about. Okay? So I hope it's what you need. I hope it's what you were looking for. But you'll know then. I'm not assigning responsibility to anybody, by the way. I'm simply reporting what's here. I see the ignition in you. I see the flare in you. I see the intensity in you. I see how you would like to open up to this. Okay, and you started sort of maneuvering yourself accordingly. Okay? I like what you're doing here. I do hope it's what you need. I do. Or what you want. Page of Pentacles is in your strengths, which I saw for you before, I believe, on the exit there. The Sun, Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why it doesn't take a genius, honey. You're cautious with your investments now. And there's a reason why you showed me that kind of willingness to hold back, refrain, until you absolutely knew this is the direction you want to take. You've been through some stuff before. You've been through hurt before. You've been through pain and disappointment, rejection before. But nonetheless, you're saying, my sense of happiness, it must persist. You know, yeah, you take a couple hits, but that doesn't mean you give up. It's just you become a little bit more wiser for wear about who or what you're investing in. I completely agree with you. And that's why the Page of Pentacles is in your strengths. It's because I saw that for you in that exiting, exhaustion energy, Ten of Wands. I believe you know what it's like to try to invest in love and represent yourself well and be just exhausted by it. Okay. The heaviness of it. For heart space never fully accepted, perhaps never fully rejected, and to walk in that middle ground, you know. I know you know what it's like. I know you know what endings are like and pain is like and disappointment is like, but nonetheless, you still believe in happiness. You do. You still believe in passion. You still believe in goals. You still believe in love. Yeah. So that Page of Pentacles, you're like, investment isn't wrong. It's just where it goes now. I'm a little more cautious with it, as you should be. I suggest you learned a couple things, which is good. You learn some things after these Ten of Swords and etc. You get better at investment. That's all you're showing me. Okay? All right. But yeah, no. You still believe in happiness, which is good. And passion. You have so much of it in you. I shouldn't be surprised if you have quite a bit of fire in the chart. All right, Ten of Cups in the environment. Ten of Cups in the environment, please. Show me that. I love it when people show me harmony, particularly in their environment. That's good. All is well between you and yours, for the most part. It's not always perfect, but you're also saying it's a core value for you, okay? That you have a large inner circle, a large family, or, you know, a friend group that you would call family. And so anyone you invite into your life, naturally, you'd want them to fit in and flow, you know? I understand. Ten of Cups. Yeah, Ten of Wands. Last time we saw that. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. All right. It looks like perhaps for some of you, there's some turbulence still in your inner circle when it comes to the last time we opened our heart towards somebody. They didn't get along very well, did they? Yeah, the last time I believe we had an emotional connection with somebody and we tried to invest from that point of view, they did not mix well with your inner circle, and your inner circle still kind of gives you heck about it to this day. Do you remember when you tried to bring home so-and-so, that fool, that idiot, that whatever? It is kind of harsh. It's almost like I get that feeling that your family won't let you live it down. All the more reason you tend to be a little more critical. Because not only did it personally hurt you, exhaust you, The bigger crime here is that they didn't always mix so well with family and friends. That's what I'm saying. They're sacred to you. I know a core value when I see one. Your core value is family, friends. And I have friends like that too, honey. They're as good as family to me. You know, I would I would stand up for them and as much as I would anyone else in my family. Okay. And not all family is worth keeping. Not everybody gets along, and some go out of their way to be problematic. And you can't connect with them anymore, and you take them out of the inner circle. Yeah. My point is that it's sacred to you. So it's kind of like saying, the next time I open up and invest, if this person does not fit my dynamic, if they can't get along with family, friends, you know, not going to happen. Again, once more, lending, really pressing on this idea for you that you take investment very seriously now. Okay. I must say, the last time you did, you opened your heart beautifully. I love how you said, this is me. This is me. And I think you tried to invest in that love and show that love for a long time. And were exhausted for it. And that tells me it wasn't returned properly or very well. Or they didn't know how to. I don't know. I'm not reading whomever that is that you were involved with. I do know, not only did it weigh on you to try to express your love to them, okay, or to be in love with them, I don't think it was returned well. And then also, there's that heaviness of family involved. You know, and how did that make you look? How did that make you feel? They couldn't find their place, and that was one of the things that made things very hard for you. I personally love them, but they don't get along with my people. And that's a problem. Right? It's like they have nowhere to go, and frankly, there's a sense of disapproval. Are you sure you really want to bring this person into your life? Are you really sure you want to introduce this person to us? And it kind of made you wince, didn't it? Yeah. Like, we know you care about them, Aquarius, but I don't know. To us, they're kind of giving off red flags, or they don't seem to be as interested as perhaps you believe they are, or hope that they are. So there's a huge emphasis here on that. I just want to point that out to you. So whoever it is you invite into your life, I understand the Ten of Cups is important to me too. It doesn't matter how crazy or in love I am with somebody. If they don't mix well with my people, how far can it go? Because I can't make them one of my people if they're not getting along with anybody, you know? Okay. So something to keep in mind, because I can see that you are activating or trying to activate something with somebody somewhere. And you have a lot of caution in place about what that looks like, taking your time with it, but going with the flow. You feel what you feel, so you're going to try, but you have a very practical approach. Good. It's a two-pronged system of you listening to yourself and intuitively listening to yourself, and it's wonderful. All right. Ace of Pentacles and the hopes and fears. Let's see that. Ace of Pentacles, please. Hopes and fears. Which once more, no guarantee of anything. It just kind of shows to me your sort of pressing point. Is that you want a solid opportunity to expand your world personally with somebody. So you're taking your Ace of Pentacles very seriously. Yeah. Yeah, if we took your Page of Pentacles here and blew it up, that would be the Ace of Pentacles. It's really important to you. Okay. The Magician, Six of Wands. Six of Wands is here for you 3 times, and that Page of Pentacles is here for you 3 times. Yeah. Yeah, investment theory is your jam. Some of you became an expert in it. The Magician, Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, you really want this one to work out. You do. So it's not just love here, and it's not just attraction. You're saying, overall, I want this to lend to my life. I'm looking for a pathway partner here, and I really want this one. But you start out respectfully with a couple of pages. Okay? You want to build into it methodically. Someone showed me that the other day. I want to say it was a Capricorn reading in the Intimate Tarot Check-In. When you kind of start with the basics and go upwards. Yours kind of immediately went into Four of Wands, the Empress. I'm looking for my person, the person, to build a home with, to build a life with. Okay? So hopefully I'm not disappointing you. This one is very much a traditional, very traditional kind of love life story. Okay? I thought you might jump around. The most interesting piece by far are your core values. The last time you tried to invest your feelings, they did not get along well with the family. Friends or both. That's a no-no. And it's one of the things that absolutely weighed on you. That must have hurt really hard. I'm trying to find place for you. I'm fighting to have place for you, and you are rejecting it too. Thanks. Right? That's how you know. That's how you know. That's how you know. Okay? Someone's meant to be in your life or not. What's important to you should be important to them and vice versa. You know, ask them. I wouldn't have been so objectionable trying to fit into your inner circle. It would be important for me to try to be there. You know? I would need my partner to do the same. So, something to keep under your hat. All right. But yeah, no, your hopes and fears are very much in alignment with who you are. You really want this one to work out. All right. I am curious about the delay on that communication. It gives you something to think about. And it could be very simple explanation, honey. In other words, they got it late. Okay? Or they didn't say, like, if their inbox is anything like mine, where there's a couple of thousand things in there, sometimes it takes a minute to sort out things, you know? I don't know. I don't know if it's the inbox, but you know what I mean? It could be something as simple as, you know, you got the wrong phone number for whatever reason. Who knows? There's a delay. There's just a delay on return. I'm curious about that as well. Okay. Two of Wands and the outcome is Three of Cups, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles. Relax. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Trust me, it'll come together when it's supposed to. Three of Cups, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles. It's a good investment. You see that for yourself, and you start to soften. Okay? You start to relax in this person's company as it's happening. And that's why you're making decisions and communications accordingly. You are literally living your judgment. Good job. Everything you've learned about the past and past investments in love and life, and you are exercising really good decisions here in future. You're living up to your lessons. Good. What you learned in the past, particularly when it comes to your family dynamic, taught you so much, and you took that and you ran with it, which is great. People who refuse to learn repeat shit. You didn't repeat. You are flexing your new skills based on lessons of the past. Excellent. Well done. So I can see why, again, Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, over the enthusiasm I've already seen, why you really want this one to be right. Because you're like, I've learned some things. I get it now. I see it now. I'm looking for a life partner. I need to see practical evidence that this is going somewhere, that it has meaning. But also I'm really excited too, simultaneously. And I want that to show, yes, you're right. What you feel here is quite natural and organic to you. That makes me happy. But you're right. Practically speaking, it needs to be built into, and that's all I'm saying for you. Good job. Good job. Good job being consistent. I do see you happily connecting, and you went from a King of Pentacles to a Queen of Pentacles, so that tells me your energy softens. You're relaxing in the environment with them as you connect, reconnect at multiple points. The decisions are live. The communication is live, and it becomes steady after that initial space. Okay? But again, don't be surprised if what you are feeling so invigorated by, inspired by, turned on by now doesn't really start to play out until your season. You did say you wanted to make sure that you were ready for the whole thing, to start the whole thing. Okay? All right. Now, I do want to push on that a little bit more. I want to see why there is a delay here, or try to understand it better. Show me this delay. There it is. Your sense of triumph, job well done, is achieved. I see that part of you slated. It is satisfied, but there's a delay. Or perhaps they gave you quite a bit to work with, and the delay is coming from you. It's like, okay, well, I wasn't expecting all this. And so how do I move this next? How do I take this next? That could be it too. It's tricky. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're doing good. We're good time, good time, good time. 7 of Wands, caution, 4 of Pentacles, oh, death. Okay. Chariot. The Hanged Man, there it is. There's a delay. There it is again. There's a delay, communication. Once it picks up, it's fine. But at first, we're not understanding. 7 Wands, 4 Pentacles, it's kind of like, am I just being rejected? Am I being ignored? It feels like that at first. But no, there's actually a perfectly good, reasonable explanation as to why there's a delay. Somebody had to think about their words, the response of their words, but once it does, it moves forward. So it gives you something to think about. I see you stop, and it's like, oh, I did get a return, or I did get a reply, something. It gives you a lot to think about, but after that, it moves forward. Okay? But at first, 7-1, I'm being rejected. They're not even going to respond. They're not going to even try. It feels like that at first. This is not an immediate response, guys. I just want to caution you for those people who are kind of, I'm sorry to say it this way, but this is how I see it in modern society. People who are a slave to instant gratification as a form of validation to their self-esteem have problems. They miss out on a lot of opportunity because they have that instant thing. I need it now. And if it's not now, then it's not real. And if it's not real, and then, okay. So anybody who has that, and we live in this world, particularly where internet, online, social media is concerned, that has primed people for instant results. Communicate with me now or my whole world is going to fall apart and I have no self-esteem if I don't get something within 5 minutes. I'm on a countdown. Unfortunately, this is extremely common. So if you have issues with that, I just want to let you know. Please know that delayed responses are not an indication always of rejection. You have plenty of material to work with when it comes through. Okay? But at first, you're like, I'm being rejected. They're not going to even try. Damn it. No. It could be that they were out of town. They were incognito. There's something here about perhaps there was movement attached to this person. They were in a fluctuating state. I don't quite know. But the Hanged Man, 2 of Wands. But nevertheless, it comes through when it's supposed to. There's a delay. I saw it here twice. And like I said, eventually I feel that, or I see it and feel it, that part of you feels satiated, satisfied. Oh, it's here. And it gives you plenty to work with. It might even say something, oh, sorry, it took me a long time to respond. Here's why. Okay. So once more, no response is a response. True. But not everything is always instant either. So somewhere between the two. Have reasonable expectations. Yeah, but perhaps don't be so dismissive. And absolutely don't wrap your self-esteem up in that, please. It drives me crazy when people do that. It really does. It's just life. That's just life. Okay. There's so much pressure for instant gratification. Instant gratification just means validation, which ties back to self-esteem. Remember it that way, okay? All right. But no, that's lovely. I'm happy to see your outcome is matching your goals. Specifically matching your, I suppose, newly idealized form of investment, particularly in relationships and understanding who the person is or the right person is. I know, honey. I see the last time you gave your heart away or you tried to. Doesn't that suck? You invite somebody into your inner world and they're like, I don't want it. I want to get along. I won't get along with anybody. I hate your friends. I hate your family. So I don't know if it was exactly that extreme or hardcore, what you saw in them. I don't know, because that's, my inner circle's so sacred. If somebody's that objectionable, and then if they don't have any themselves, again, that kind of speaks a lot. And I'm not talking about introverted people. Introverted people can still, I'm introverted. I can still get along with others just fine, especially if I understand something here is trying to develop. You know? No. There's something about that that did not mix well. Magic sword. This is a combination of the Ace of Swords and the Magician. Absolutely. Know your truth. You seem to have a pretty darn good grip on that. I saw it for you a couple of times. It's in there. Oh, there it is. The combination of these two, the Magician and the Ace of Swords. Know your truth. Manifest from that point of view. You'll be okay. Okay? Number 37. You've done a good job. Have confidence in your magic. That's what I'm saying. For you, confidence is key. I've seen it for you fucking times. You have been extraordinarily consistent, and I appreciate you for that. Across, what is it, 3 decks at this point? You have shown me. Confidence is critical. I got to believe in myself. I know what I know now. I've learned my lessons from the past. I understand what's important to me, but I got such a strong feeling about this one. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All the areas of you have fired off in terms of your passion, your love, your interest, and then also the practical. I can actually see building a life with this person. And that vision to you is so important, okay? Which I have to maintain. Yeah, I believe by your season, the start of the year, between yours and Pisces. So that light to the full moon I referenced, 18th might be important. And then what you start perhaps in your season might lean into Pisces. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what that delay looks like, but they kind of go hand in hand there a little bit. Okay, anything else, please? Yeah. 19, spiritual narcolepsy, falling angel. Sometimes it feels like our best interest in love, our angel there, fell asleep at the wheel. No. Think of it this way. Whatever it is we feel that we were let down on, we weren't protected over, it was the universe's way of trying to protect us, forcing us to learn and shift and change. And don't fall asleep at the wheel. You know what you know now. And you're awake now. Okay, 19. Jeweled web, connectivity, 32. I know, you showed me that. That's very important to you. I understand. Your connectivity is important to you. Don't compromise that, ever. Spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. And yet you still want to move forward. I know. And you're open to it. Bless you. You are still open to it. I love it. 37, 19, 32, and 50. Okay. I know, I make an absolute mess on this table, and that's okay. That's just proof of an in-depth reading. Okay. Real promise. Okay. Real promise. Yeah, I know. You did see the real promise in them almost immediately, and that's what you were hoping for. Real promise. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. But yeah, this one that you've kind of ID'd here, the one you're like, oh, this could be it, this could be it, this could be it. Let's hang back until I absolutely am certain about proceeding. That's the real promise to you. Red, the vibrancy of red is really standing out. You or your person look fantastic in red. I don't always read the oracles, but that one jumped out. That one was like, duh, whoa. Someone here looks really good in red. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Anything else? Hey. We're not going to do time cards. I've already seen how you've been punctuated by time. I'm calling it your season. Spilling into Pisces. Okay? Be aware of that light of the moon, the full moon specifically. The 18th possibly. No guarantees. Either the full moon in your season or the one after. Okay? But still, at noon. Okay. That's okay. We'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, very specific. It doesn't tell me too much, but it might mean something to you when the time is right. Yeah, you're so happy connecting out there in the future. I'm so happy for you. Okay, V, L. We have the medallion of, well, dragon, so that would be Aries. The seahorse, that would be Pisces. So you might have these very strong placements in your chart, could be connecting to, or the season might be important to you. I've already touched on Pisces. But the dragon here is in the upright, given your emphasis on confidence and knowing what you're doing. Okay? I want zero room for error in as much as you are capable, or anyone is capable, right? But I want confidence in this, moving towards it, taking the initiative. We have the key. Yes, you indeed have the key. All right? Remember, you get to make choices for yourself. You can lock doors, you can unlock doors. And Pegasus, you have all the good stuff in the upright. We have the Pegasus so that's the masculine energy of freedom, okay? With wings and knowing I have wings, I get to use them. I take flight. I get to choose. I get to choose how my destiny unfolds, looks, etc., and where I take myself and why. Whom I connect with and why. Yes, very good. All right, Aquarius, honey, I hope this helped you. This was a great read. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.